Hello, I'm Anthony Vaughn with the product marketing team for Texas Instruments Hercules Safety Microcontroller Group.
And I'm Chris O'Brien, a partner and functional safety expert at Exida.
Today, we're going to introduce TI's platform of Hercules Safety Microcontrollers, as well as highlight many services that Exida can provide in support of the development of safety-related products.
Exida is one of the leading global suppliers of functional safety consulting services and certification. Founded in 1999 by Dr. William Goebel and Mr. Rainer Fahler, Exida has grown from 2 offices in the U.S. and Germany into a worldwide support network. As leading authorities in the field, Dr. Goebel and Mr. Fahler recognize the need for companies in the safety domain to become more knowledgeable about the requirements for safety-related applications.
Hercules Safety Microcontrollers are specifically designed to help system developers meet the requirements of several functional safety standards, including IEC 61508 and ISO 26262. Hercules does this with a unique ARM-based CPU architecture that integrates a wide array of hardware safety features into the MCU. In addition, TI also provides extensive safety-related documentation to help developers achieve their safety goals and achieve system certification.
Exida provides expert end-user and original equipment system consulting, product testing and certification, assessment, cybersecurity, and alarm rationalization services for clients ranging from Fortune 500 companies to startups. Exida provides qualified customers with certification to a number of functional safety and security standards, such as IEC 61508, IEC 61511, ISO 26262, ISO 13849, IEC 62061, and the ISA Security Compliance Institute. In fact, Exida has certified more process safety devices than any other agency in the world. As a result of our involvement in key safety committees, Exida is at the forefront of the industry in developing training, products, tools, and knowledge resources to help our customers better understand and measurably improve the safety, security, and reliability of their processes and devices.
Many Hercules microcontrollers employ an advanced safety concept known as the Safe Island strategy. This concept is based on continuously operating hardware safety mechanisms monitoring the CPU, flash memory, SRAM, power, and clocks in order to support functionally correct software execution. The modules that make up the Safe Island are shown in red on this diagram. Once confidence in the correct operations of these modules is established, software executing on these modules can augment a hardware safety mechanism on the other design elements shown in blue on the diagram. This provides a blended approach of hardware and software-based safety mechanisms. One key aspect of the Safe Island concept is the dual-core lockstep ARM Cortex-R4 CPU architecture. This architecture provides a high level of diagnostic coverage implemented in hardware so that developers do not have to write complex software-based checking algorithms. With this approach, a checker core is wired to take the same input as the functional core. A compare module compares the outputs of the 2 cores on a cycle-by-cycle basis and signals any miscompare. To address the possibility of common mode failure, several design strategies are implemented. Temporal diversity of the cores is induced so that the cores operate 2 clock cycles out of phase. Physical design diversity is implemented between the checker CPU with respect to the functional CPU. As effective as a lockstep CPU implementation can be, it cannot detect a failure until the CPU is in use. The Hercules architecture employs a logic built-in self-test controller, or LBIST diagnostic, which provides high diagnostic coverage on the CPU at a transistor level. The LBIST test engine uses the same design for test structures that are being used to test the microcontroller during the manufacturing process. LBIST testing requires far less execution time than comparable software-based diagnostic approaches and reduces the memory overhead to store software diagnostics. The Hercules LBIST allows the hardware test to be executed all together at startup or during periodic time slices during normal operation. Similar to the LBIST, the Hercules architecture also incorporates a built-in self-test controller for all SRAMs. The programmable SRAM BIST, or PBIST, is highly configurable and incorporates many test algorithms that provide a very high level of diagnostic coverage. Like LBIST, it can be run at startup or periodically during normal operation. The integrity of both the flash memory and SRAM contents of the Hercules MCUs is protected by error correcting code, or ECC technology. ECC encodes data in a way that enables detection of corruption and allows for correction of single-bit errors so system operation can continue uninterrupted. In the unlikely event of 2-bit errors occurring within the same block of memory, a failure event is triggered to alert the system that the memory has been corrupted. In many microcontroller architectures, the ECC controller is integrated into the memory block. However, the Hercules Cortex-R-based architecture integrates the ECC controller directly into the ARM CPU. This provides two primary advantages. The first is performance. Since the ECC controller is integrated into the CPU, it can check the integrity of data quickly without the need to reduce CPU frequency or the addition of additional wait states. The second advantage is that bit errors that can occur in the CPU to memory interconnect buses can also be detected. Because of the tight coupling of the ECC controller logic and the CPU, there is virtually no overhead incurred for the safety mechanism. In addition, the ECC logic in the CPU is checked by both the lockstep and LBIST CPU safety mechanisms. Hardware safety mechanisms are also allocated to peripherals for the management of random faults that are not easily captured by software. Examples include parity on peripheral SRAMs, I/O loopback capabilities to check the input-output paths from peripherals to pins, PBIST of peripheral memories, memory protection units on bus master peripherals, and limitation of control for critical configuration registers based on CPU privilege levels. If a failure does occur in a Hercules MCU, it can notify the device's safety monitoring subsystem so that it can place the system in a safe state by using an optional dedicated output error pin. The MCU is also able to log and provide detailed information such as the source and the severity of the error. All the integrated hardware safety features in the Hercules architecture help to reduce the development and certification efforts required by customers developing safety-critical products.
Exida provides a wide spectrum of services for companies that are designing and manufacturing devices for functional safety applications. These range from providing resources such as books and training courses all the way to product certification. Some of the most often requested support comes in the form of training classes, project consulting, software HAZOP and criticality analysis, hardware safety and reliability analysis, and product assessments. There are key milestones that all successful certification projects contain. These are product and process design review, product reliability and failure mode analysis, requirements fulfillment and traceability, and final audit and assessment report. The product and process design review is typically the first step for a project. During this phase, the original equipment manufacturer's current design and testing processes are reviewed against the requirements of IEC 61508 and other standards that are to be assessed. The output of this activity is a gap analysis report which documents areas where there is a discrepancy between the product and processes and the standard. To understand and model the behavior of a safety function, the functional safety standards require that a reliability and failure mode analysis be performed. This involves a complete technical analysis for the product to assess if the design meets the requirements of the standards. The most widely used approach to do this is to perform a failure modes, effects, and diagnostic analysis, or FMEDA, to determine the failure rates and failure modes of the product. In addition to the FMEDA, fault injection testing is performed to verify the effectiveness of diagnostics. An important step in the certification process is to provide clear traceability that all of the requirements for the standard that a product is being assessed to have been met. This can be a challenge because a single standard can have over 300 requirements. A thorough assessment will record not only that a requirement has been met, but how and why it has been satisfied, along with the supporting evidentiary documents. Exida has developed the Safety Case tool to support this process. The Safety Case tool facilitates project tracking and ensures traceability. When the product development is complete and the previous activities are done, then a product assessment audit is performed. The purpose of the audit is to verify that all the actual process development documents and processes as captured by the Safety Case meet the associated IEC 61508 requirements. A successful audit results in the issuance of a compliance certificate, the creation of an assessment report, and publication on the Safety Automation Equipment List. Why have so many industry leaders chosen Exida? Through our extensive and ongoing research, Exida has developed advanced analysis techniques that provide the most accurate results, reduce project time and cost, and provide essential customer design information. Exida provides a dedicated project manager to keep projects moving and ensure scheduled completion. Once the project is completed, Exida provides market support with our Excellentia software and the Safety Automation Equipment List, the world's most popular reference for certified equipment. Through marketing support and sales training, Exida strives to help the whole organization understand the importance of safety certification.
As leaders in functional safety, Texas Instruments and Exida have worked together to streamline the development process for companies designing safety-critical products. Several companies have already leveraged the Hercules architecture and Exida's expertise to design and successfully launch new certified products. For more information about TI's Hercules Safety MCUs, please visit ti.com/Hercules.
And for more information about Exida's functional safety services and certification, please visit exida.com.